Ah, there you are, completely lost, trying to piece things together. You got kicked out, ignored, and now you're aimless, like a dizzy cockroach? Relax, drama queen, before you bury your head in a pillow soaked with tears or start playing Sherlock on her social media. Let me give you a reality check. Her disdain isn't the end of the world. It's just another little push from the universe for you to become someone worthwhile. And spoiler, this doesn't include setting up camp on her Instagram or wallowing in the shower. Today, I'm going to teach you 3 steps to turn the game around. How to transform disdain into fuel. Use rejection to rebuild yourself, like renovating an old house. And of course, learn the art of being scarce, because people who are too available are just a discount at the end of the day. After this, either she'll crawl back to you, or better yet, you'll be so above this little drama that you'll laugh at the situation. Extra spoiler, in the end, you come out as king, or at least as someone who doesn't stink of desperation. But before we start, let's agree on one thing. You're here because someone was kind enough to like and subscribe to this channel before you. So, do the basics. Press that like button, click subscribe, and as a bonus, write a thanks in the comments. It's not for me. It's for the infamous algorithm, because only then will this kind of slap in the face reach more lost souls like you. Now, without further ado, let's get to the video. And pay attention, because patience here is limited. Number 1. Stop seeking validation and accept disdain as a gift. Oh, you were rejected? Big deal. Welcome to the club. And before you start whining about how this ruined your self-esteem, let me be straight. You know what's really pathetic. Continuing to crawl for someone's attention who has already made it clear they don't even want your good morning. This isn't love, it's self-flagellation disguised as hope. Now think with me. Why are you so desperate for her validation? What do you think is going to happen? Is she going to wake up one day and realize you're an amazing guy just because you keep begging for attention? Sorry to ruin the script of the movie in your head, but that's not how it works. The more you chase, the more she distances herself. It's almost a law of emotional physics. Neediness repels, period. And here's the plot twist. Being rejected is, in fact, a blessing. Yes, a gift wrapped in an ugly package. It's the universe throwing in your face. Wake up, creature. Stop measuring your worth by the opinion of someone who doesn't care about you. When you understand this, the magic begins. Instead of focusing on what you lost, spoiler, you didn't lose anything of great value, you start focusing on what you can gain. And guess what? People notice when you're no longer begging for love. Confidence is attractive. Desperation, on the other hand, is repellent. But hold on, this isn't some generic self-help talk. It's about taking her disdain, swallowing it dry, and using it as a signal that it's time to stop being dependent. Rejection is freedom, the freedom to invest in yourself, to let go of the obsession to please, to finally be someone who doesn't need approval to feel sufficient. Here's a simple task to start. Grab a paper and write down all the things you've always wanted to do, but put aside while drooling over her Instagram photos. From big things, like learning something new, to small pleasures you've forgotten. This is the first step to getting out of the emotional dependency cage and becoming someone who truly controls their own life. Accepting disdain as a gift is the moment you realize that the problem was never her. It was your small and limited view of yourself. Now that this is clear, we can move forward. Let's go to the next level. How to transform this rejection into the fuel you need to become someone that neither she nor anyone would dare to ignore. Number 2, personal improvement. The formula of how did he change so much? Now that you've finally understood that being rejected is a great gift, as bitter as it may be, it's time to make the magic happen. Let's transform that no into fuel for your evolution, to the point where even the one who dismissed you is left scratching their head, wondering, how did this guy change so much? Spoiler. It's because you decided to stop playing the victim and get to work. Physical transformation. Let's start with the body, because yes, appearance matters. Cry all you want. It's the reality. When you take care of your physique, the benefit isn't just visual. Your confidence jumps, your posture improves, and in the process, you send that silent message to the world. I respect myself. You don't need to turn into The Rock overnight, but getting out of the sedentary squad is mandatory. Gym, running, fighting, whatever. Choose something that challenges you. The important thing is to create discipline. And since we're here, let's talk about your wardrobe. Goodbye holy t-shirts and baggy pants from 2008. Wear something that flatters your body and says, I put in the effort. Because guess what? Sloppy people only inspire pity. Emotional transformation. Now that you're taking care of the exterior, let's sort out the internal mess. Because it doesn't matter how good you look if your self-esteem is still underground. Rejection hurts, I know, but drowning in it is optional. Start by recognizing your strengths. That's right. You have something good, I swear. Take those qualities and amplify them. And about rejection? Instead of seeing it as a fatal blow, treat it as a reminder. Okay, this didn't work, but what can I learn and improve? Another point, resilience. Grow emotionally. Life is going to knock you down more times than you'd like, and knowing how to get back up is a valuable skill. Rejection is just a round, not the whole game. And, spoiler, genuine confidence comes from facing life's punches with your head held high, not from Instagram likes. Social transformation. No personal evolution is complete without touching on your social circle. And honestly, if your current friends aren't pushing you forward, maybe it's time to review that list. Surround yourself with people who have ambition, goals, and who challenge you to step out of your comfort zone. Also, diversify your experiences. Take courses, join groups, travel, socialize. Interesting people have stories to tell. And if your biggest adventure in recent months was binge-watching a Netflix series, something's wrong there. Remember, who you know can be as important as what you know. Action plan. Want to practice? Cool. Grab a notebook, or your phone's notes app if you think paper is old-fashioned, and write down 3 areas of your life that need an upgrade. Example. Physical. Join the gym and train 3 times a week. New skill. Learn to cook or play the guitar. Social. Participate in events or groups related to your interests. Set small, achievable goals for each area. And go with faith. Evolution is a process, not an instant miracle. The most interesting part, when you start focusing on yourself, the obsession with who rejected you will evaporate like magic. In the end, the best revenge isn't even her noticing you. It's you becoming so incredible that the whole world notices, except you. Because by this point, you've stopped caring. Next step. Let's move to the final part of this transformation. Listen up, emotional pushover. Are you tired of being the fast food at her ego's drive-thru? The one who accepts emotional crumbs, swallows them whole, and even flashes a little smile as if you've won the lottery. Well, champ, today is the day to hang up the official doormat badge and, who knows, start treating yourself like someone with a shred of self-love. Check this out. There's a digital book waiting for you in the description. And no, it's not another one of those cliches-filled junk you see around. It's a manual to break free from that good guy with a rug over his forehead vibe and learn how to become a real challenge, like that guy who, if he's not respected, simply turns his back and moves on with life. No drama, no victim theatrics, and above all, no whining around like a rejected teenager at the school dance. This book is what will sign the death certificate of the submissive guy and stamp the birth certificate of the self-respecting man. And you know what's the best part? If she doesn't respect you, her loss. The new you couldn't care less. Simple as that. What are you waiting for? Let's put an end to this nonsense. Number 3. The scarcity tactic. How to create mystery and desire. Now that you've transformed that disdain into fuel and started building your version 2.0, it's time to activate the scarcity tactic. This is where you stop being that puppy always available and become the type of person others chase, not ignore. Why scarcity works. Straight to the point. People value what's rare. If you're always there, ready to respond, change plans, or agree with everything, you know what you become? Annoying. Yes, annoying. Like lukewarm water. You're there, but no one misses you. On the other hand, when you become a little more distant, you create mystery. You're no longer predictable. That inevitable question pops into her head. What is he doing? Why hasn't he responded yet? And so, without realizing it, she starts valuing something she previously ignored. How to apply scarcity in practice. Never be always available. It seems obvious, but have you ever caught yourself responding to messages at lightning speed? Or saying yes to any invitation, even if it's inconvenient for you? Well, that needs to stop. Respond on your time. Schedule meetings when it's convenient for you, and show that your life doesn't revolve around her. Fill your schedule for real. The scarcity tactic isn't just pretending to be busy, it's being genuinely busy. Find hobbies, start projects, participate in events. When your life is full, you naturally become less available, and that's irresistible. Control what you share. Being scarce isn't just about time, but also about information. Stop unloading every detail of your life or your feelings on the first meeting or in messages. Leave room for curiosity. A bit of mystery works wonders for the perception of value. The fine line between scarcity and disinterest. Here's a warning. Scarcity doesn't mean acting like a complete idiot. It's not about ignoring or despising the person. It's about showing that you have priorities, and that, while she might be one of them, she's not the only one. Want an example? A casual message followed by some time without a response is more effective than a bombardment of texts. An invitation to hang out the following week creates anticipation, while always being free conveys a lack of value. It's the balance between presence and distance that makes the magic happen. Practical exercise. Take inventory of your behavior. Are you the one who drops everything to respond to messages or changes your routine to please someone? If so, it's time to stop. Create a real schedule with personal and professional commitments and stick to it. When a message arrives while you're busy, don't rush to respond. Give it time, finish what you're doing, and only then reply. This not only reinforces the idea that you have a life beyond her, but also teaches that your attention isn't something that can be easily earned. The result of well-used scarcity. When you apply scarcity intelligently, something inevitable happens. You become desired, and not just by the person who rejected you. Your confidence, your posture, your lack of desperation, all of this makes you more attractive to anyone around you. Because, in the end, what truly makes someone value you is realizing that your attention is a privilege, not a Christmas present given to just anyone. Use this to your advantage and watch the game change. Conclusion. We've reached the end, champion, and I'll tell you right away. If after all this you still haven't understood, the problem isn't rejection, it isn't her, it isn't the universe hating you. The problem is you. And I'm here to rub that in your face because someone has to. You're where you are because you chose to be there. Yes, you chose. You chose to stay on your knees begging for attention, humiliating yourself emotionally, and living to please someone who clearly doesn't give a damn about you. Oh, but I'm a good guy. Big deal. The world is full of good guys that no one respects because they don't respect themselves. Wake up, dummy. No one is going to save you from this pathetic situation. Only you can do it. It's not the digital book. It's not the gym. It's not magic tips. It's you deciding once and for all that you're going to stop living like an emotional dead weight, dragged by the wind of the crumbs thrown at you. Do you want to change? Then face the truth. You're not special. At least not now. You're just another lost guy who needs to learn to stand up on his own. And you know what's craziest? When you stop waiting for the world to value you, it will start to notice you. But only when you do it for yourself, not for her, not for anyone. Are you ready to stop being an emotional pushover and become someone who deserves respect? Because if you're not, you can close this video and go back to your mediocre little life, complaining about how no one understands you. But if you are ready, do one thing. Get up now, grab a mirror, and look deeply. There lies the only enemy you need to defeat. And I'll tell you, it won't be easy. It will hurt. It will take time. But if you don't start now, you'll stay exactly where you are, at the bottom of the pit of your own self-pity. So choose. Continue as you are or transform yourself. But if you choose transformation, do it with fire in your eyes and without looking back. Because the person you want to be won't be born from crying, long texts, or good intentions. They will be born from tough decisions, consistent actions, and an absurd will to prove to yourself that you are better than this. Now go. And for the love of all that is sacred, don't come back here until you've done something to change. Because if you're going to be the same guy, save my time and yours.